We are here, episode 4, the Street Soccer Show. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This week we have got the brilliant Simon O'Connell, not Simon Cowell, Simon O'Connell from the LEBC group. Another brilliant supporter of the Street Soccer Foundation. I have to say, as you're going to see on all of these episodes that we shoot, these employers we can't thank enough. Every one of them get involved in all manner of different ways. We have shirt sponsors, we have event promoters, we have people that volunteer their time to come down and do workshops. It's just a completely brilliant partnership driven exercise. It's bringing the community together and the business community, more importantly, through the power of football. That's what we're all about at Street Soccer. So really looking forward to sitting down with Simon later on, finding out a bit about himself, what he does at LEBC Group, what the company does. And again, guys, as you know, we've got some brilliant, fun football drills ahead that Simon, again, has absolutely no idea about. So again, looking forward to seeing how he gets on. Enjoy the show. See you later.
So the football season is back. The English Football League has got off to a flying start, and we saw a couple of our EFL partner clubs in action, experiencing mixed fortunes. Charlton losing 2-1 away to Sunderland, but our Kent partners Gillingham beating Accrington Stanley 2-0 away from home to mark a great start to their campaign. In the Charity Shield, we saw Manchester City winning out against Chelsea, representing the curtain raiser to the hotly anticipated return of the Premier League this coming weekend. Newcastle United getting us started, taking on Spurs from midday. We then have some of our Premier League partners in action, with Palace taking on Fulham, Brighton away to Watford, and Huddersfield starting off against Chelsea, who will want to make amends for the Charity Shield defeat. Then on Sunday, Liverpool take on West Ham, the Hammers with where it all began for us at Street Soccer, when we launched the foundation in partnership with the club back in 2015. To mark the occasion of the new season, we've also now launched our brand new website at streetsoccerfoundation.org.uk. Here you can learn all about our team, our academy programme, read some of our case studies, sign up to become an official supporter, and watch our Street Soccer TV episodes direct from the site itself as we release them. We've also got some very exciting news to follow soon, with a special announcement later this month, so do keep tabs on our site and social pages over the coming weeks. But back to the show, with our founder Keith Mabbutt, this time sitting down to meet with Simon O'Connell from the LEBC Group, a financial services company with 16 offices across the UK, another one of our brilliant business supporters.
Simon, really great to have you on the show. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for inviting me.
LEBC Group, massive supporters of Street Soccer Foundation. Can you just sort of tell the audience, obviously, a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself, what LEBC obviously do?
Yeah, I'm Simon O'Connell. I'm the branch head of the Maidstone branch. So we're a national award-winning independent financial advisors, and we give advice on private client work and corporate, so to companies and to individuals.
Okay, brilliant. And how long have you been in the industry?
I'm not
Too
showing my
long.
age. Yeah, I've been in industry for 30 years. So I'd had a couple of other jobs working in post rooms, and so I didn't go to university. So a good example of someone who didn't go to university. Then I've done 17 exams within the industry since starting, and I worked my way up. So starting at sort of admin level and then just getting progressively going through the ranks.
And is this something you've always wanted to do, the industry you're in now?
I think I've always been interested in finance and numbers and facts and figures anyway. I was always interested in football stats and stuff when I was younger. So maybe it's just a natural progression. I don't know.
And go on, tell us who you support.
I'm a big fan of Liverpool. Supported them since about 9 or 10.
Okay.
First game I remember, 1977 European Cup final against Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Wow.
And
before I was born, that, Simon.
Oh, okay, that's embarrassing. Everton, fantastic season this year.
Yeah.
Mo Salah's been on fire, but with an amazing front three as well.
And who do you model yourself on when you play?
Well, I actually share the same birthday as Kenny Dalglish, and he was a big hero when I was younger, and he was about the same sort of time. So, really, when you think of all the fantastic strikers that Liverpool had over the years, for Salah to be beating the likes of Rush and Keegan and Dalglish for the goal scoring and the fouler is quite an incredible record, really.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Well, I think when you mention legends like that and Kenny Dalglish, I think I kind of respond to that and think how you did on our football challenges as part of this. So we got you involved with a few more things, didn't we? How do you think you got on?
Well, my old days as a striker and a right winger, I think it was very interesting. I haven't played football for about 20 years, but I really enjoyed it.
Well, let's see how you did do.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Street Soccer Show. Today's challenge I will be setting for Simon. It'll be just a little self setup and then volley to finish. Get 3 opportunities. Good luck.
Oh. 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 Get in there.
And second drill, I will be setting up on the penalty spot. It's just nice and simple. Just weak foot pens, hopefully you can score all of them, and good luck.
Ooh.
Okay, next up we have our set challenge of every show, the dizzy penalty. Let's see how Simon O'Connell from LEBC Group gets on with it.
Good luck. Hey! Oh. Oh.
There you go. I mean, listen, I thought you did very, very well.
Thank
You've got
you.
to be pleased with that.
It wasn't too bad. When you said about the weak foot penalty, I thought maybe I should swap foots, but actually it was embarrassing. My left foot was actually better than my right when I'd had a few shots. And the dizzy penalty was very interesting, spinning around a few times. And you think you can see the ball, and then you go towards it and you think, oh, it keeps moving.
This is it. I mean, the dizzy penalty is going to be what we have as a constant theme. I mean, everyone that's coming on the show, obviously it's pre-recorded, but they don't know they're going to be doing those challenges. So that's what's fun for us. And there are some fantastic outtakes, as I'm sure you can appreciate. But you did really, really well. And I think coming back to LEBC, so how did you kind of come in touch with the Street Soccer Foundation in the first place? How did we get together?
It was through you. Someone had actually mentioned your name about 6 or 8 months ago and said I should meet Keith. And then we happened to be at the ABC network with Ash running it. And I saw you walking through with your street soccer, and I thought, that's got to be Keith. Yeah. So I think as we were leaving, I came over and introduced myself. I remember walking out with you afterwards, and you told me a bit about it. Yeah. And then since then, we've been working together. It's been a great fun, been a great day here. I've really enjoyed working with the Street Soccer Foundation and look forward to future events that you run as well, and helping out in...
So publicly, thank you so sincerely, Simon. You know, your support is brilliant. You're a great advocate of the work that we do, and we're hugely, indebted to you. I think the whole thing, you know this as well, when we got together, first of all, we know, as you know, that it's all about the partnerships. To run a community-driven project that is the Street Soccer Academy, we have to bring the community together. And I think the way we do that by bringing businesses together, I guess, through the power of football is kind of what we're at. Yeah. And you've seen the impact that we've made, haven't you? I mean, how have the young people come across to you, do you think?
Yeah, they're great. I think it's always difficult. I think you get to a certain age when you're older and you quite like to give a bit back, a bit of your knowledge and a bit of experience. Coming along and meeting some of the youngsters was great. You can see when they start off, they're quite shy, a bit nervous, and then you sit in front of them and you give them a sort of a mock interview, or you just have a chat with them, but on a more casual basis, so it's not so formal as like an interview. And it's great to see their progression over those 10 weeks and the skills that they learn, and then they can go out into the wider world with that knowledge. And and it's not all about going to university, is it? It's,
no, absolutely not.
It's a great example of people that can don't have to go to university. I think there's a lot of pressure on people to do that now. Yeah. But people can find their own paths in life.
And you picked up on one of our events there. We have like a Meet the Employer event, don't we? And you very kindly gave up your time to
Yeah.
sit with our young people on a one-to-one basis. In terms of events, I mean, is LEBC kind of, is that what you have as a company? You have certain events that you might do every so often?
Yeah, so we recently ran a big event for local solicitors, and we had over 30 people attend, and their feedback was brilliant. So we had a really good afternoon there. We do try and run those a couple of times a year and get the same groups, and it's a little bit about the community as well. Getting a lot of those knew each other, they worked together in different companies, and for them it was a bit of a networking event as well. So it's nice, similar to what you do, try and build that sort of community feel.
Fantastic. Well, Simon, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Really appreciate your time. So another great show. Really appreciate you watching, guys. We've got another fantastic employer supporter of ours on our next episode. Please tune in for that. And again, as always, the fun challenges that are always different, along with the constant dizzy penalty. Thanks again for watching. Changing lives through football.